Vanakkam and welcome to Sparrow's Innovation. Third part of Arduino's tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to see about digital outputs with external LED. In previous video, we seen digital outputs with onboard LED. Here we are going to see digital output with external LED. We will study about how to connect an external LED to a Arduino board and how can we configure that same LED. This video is presented to you by myself Arun Balaji. If you like this video, please subscribe and share with your friends. What is LED? LED is nothing but a light emitting diode. It's a simple diode. This diode will emit a light when an electron is traveled from P layer to N layer. There are different types of LEDs are available in the market and based on their power ratings. Usually for small projects or indication purpose, we will use a 3 mm LED or a 5 mm LED. This is the size of an LED. So this both LED will have a standard data of forward voltage as 1.8 volt and a forward current is at 15 milliampere. The forward voltage is nothing but the minimum voltage rate at which the LED will glow. The forward current or the maximum withstanding current of an LED is 15 milliampere. That means beyond this 15 milliampere your LED will blow off. So now how we are going to connect a LED with the Arduino. First we will learn about how we can connect a LED. How can we connect a LED with the power source? For that we will see a small LED circuit. You can see in this circuit you will be having a 5 volt battery and a switch, and the LED is connected seriously to this switch. So what will happen if you press the switch on? If you think if you press the switch on the LED will glow, then it's wrong. When you press the switch on, the LED will blow off because the circuit will have a current rating of more than 15 milliampere, which is the maximum, which is more than the maximum withstand capacity of your LED. So to avoid this or to make your LED glow, you have to control the current flow to this LED. This can be done by a resistor connecting series to this LED. So when you connect a resistor to this LED, it will control the current flow less than 15 milliampere so that your LED can glow without burnout. So now we have to know what value of the resistor can be used in this circuit. To know that we have to do some calculation. So you all know Ohm's law. By using this Ohm's law, we are going to calculate the resistance value. Ohm's law is nothing but voltage equal to current into resistance. So from that we can take the resistance equal to voltage divided by current. Here in this circuit we are having a voltage power source of 5 volt battery. So we can use that 5 volt and the current rating of the record current rate 15 milliampere here. But we can't use only the battery power source. We have to consider the battery voltage as well as the LED's voltage drop. We have to subtract the LED's voltage drop with the V in voltage, that means your battery voltage, divided by the current flow, that means the 15 milliampere is the maximum withstand capacity of the LED. So we are going to place that 15 milliampere here. So the resistance value will be 5 minus 1.8 divided by 15 into 10 power minus 3, since it's a milliampere current rating. So this will be around 213 ohm. Okay, we can use a 231 resistance to make your current flow to less than 15 milliampere, but there is no 230 ohm resistance available in the market. So you can use the nearby ohms rating, that is 200 ohm or 220 ohm. In this experiment we are going to use 220 ohm resistance. So when you place a 220 ohm resistance, your circuit will be complete with the less than 15 milliampere current rating. So this is a circuit, a simple circuit of an LED. Now we can know how we can connect a Arduino in this circuit. So here we are going to replace this battery and the switch by using a Arduino, because the Arduino's output pins will provide a 5 volt power supply, and instead of switch we are going to program to make your LED on and off at the corresponding times. So we are going to replace these two components from this circuit so that you can connect a LED with the Arduino. So already I have explained in my previous video, there are 13 digital input and output pins in your Arduino. You can either configure that as a digital input or as a digital output. In this pin we are not going to use pin number 0 and 1 because that is used for serial communication. So other than that, from the pin number 2 to 13 we can use it for either digital input or digital output. In this experiment or in this video, we are going to look about a digital output. So I am going to configure the pins as digital output. So now from this we can see how we can connect a resistor and LED in this Arduino board. So I'm going to take a pin number 10 for our experiment. So if you configure this pin number 10 as output, and if you assign a value of high in this pin number, then it will provide a 5 volt as a output. If you configure this pin as output and provide a low as output, then it will provide a around 0 voltage, so that your LED will get off. Now in this pin we can connect the same circuit resistor series with the LED, so that you can make your LED on and off by based on your program. So here when it's low, the LED will be off, and when it's high, the LED will on.
Okay, as I explained before, I'm going to use Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno have the pin numbers, digital output pin numbers are from 0 to 13. So in this pin number, we are going to use the pin number 10 as digital output, and we are going to connect the LED in this pin number 10. For this, we need a breadboard to give the connections, and the resistor 220 ohm as we calculated earlier. So this is a resistor. The color coding for 220 ohm is red and brown. So this is used to make your LED on, and on LED I am using a red color LED. Whatever LED you have, you can use it. So in the LED you can see the pin. There are two pins in the LED. One is lengthier one, and another one is short one. The lengthier one is the anode, and the shortest one is the cathode. Or else you can also say that lengthier one is the positive pin and shortest one is the negative pin. And then I need some jumper wires. I'm going to use male to male jumper wire. You having both side pins are there, so that you can easily connect with the breadboard and the Arduino board. So now we can start how to give the connection. Before that, I can explain what are the connections in the breadboard. If you don't know anything about the breadboard, just listen carefully. The breadboard will have a lot of pins. Here you can see the pin, it's mentioned as 1 2 3 4 5. Some breadboard may not have these numbers. The pins which are the holes which is connected in vertical position are internally connected. That means from the 1J to 1F is internally connected. Likewise, all the vertical portions are internally connected, and this is a gap between this vertical and this vertical portion. That means this is separate connection, this is separate connection. This gap is used to place the ICs here, so that you can take the right side pins and left side pins separately. And in the top and bottom you can see the plus and minus symbol is mentioned. This is horizontally connected pins. So these pins are used to connect external power source pins. For example, if you are going to use a 5 volt and ground, the plus is connected to the 5 volt pin and the ground is connected to minus. So you can give jumper wires from here to your circuit wherever you need a positive power supply and the ground power supply. So this is the breadboard connection. Now we are going to give the connection first. I'm going to take the resistor first. I'm going to give a resistor connection in any holes like this. I already said vertical connections, vertical or internally connected. So this pin and this pin don't have any connections internally. So from here you can see the my resistors one end is connected to sixth column, and the other end is connected to 13th column. I'm going to give the LED here. So I'm going to take the LED. The LED is positive edge. That means the lengthier one have to be connected with the resistor here. See likewise. So now the 13th column having the resistor one end and LED is one end, so that these two are both interconnected internally, right? So we made a connection from the resistor to the LED. So now the resistor and LED is seriously connected. So you can see here this end we have to give to your Arduino's 10th pin as we shown in the previous slides, and this end we have to give to ground port of the Arduino. So I'm going to use jumper wires to make this connection. You can see here I'm going to take a jumper wire and I'm going to connect the pin number 10 here. So now pin number 10 is connected here, and I'm going to give that to the resistor end. So you can see resistor end, I'm going to give the pin number 10. Now the connection from the pin number 10 is given to resistor, and we have to give another connection to this LED's other end to the ground. There are different ground pins available in Arduino. You can see the left side, the two grounds are here, and also there is another ground here after the 13th pin, right? So I'm going to use this ground here. So I'm going to insert a jumper wire from this ground to LED's other end. That means your 16th column, right? Now the connection is made. So done, the connection for Arduino is done now. Now we have to connect the Arduino to your computer and we have to upload your program. So I'm now connecting the USB cable to my Arduino. So now Arduino is powered up.
So for making your LED on first, we have to configure the pin as digital output, because the same pin can be used either as a digital input or digital output. So that we have to configure that pin as output first. This I already explained in your previous video. If you want, you can look at the same video. So here the syntax for making the digital pin as output or input is pin mode. This pin mode function will configure your pin as digital input or digital output. So the syntax is pin mode, your pin number. Here in this example we are using pin number 10, and the state, either it's a input or output. In this video we are going to work out only digital output. So the example will be like pin mode, pin number 10 comma output, so that the pin number 10 will configure as a digital output. The pin mode function is a configuration function, so that you have to use this pin mode in void setup. Now we can open your Arduino software and we can start programming. So inside void setup, pin mode, your pin number is 10 here, comma output. So this pin will configure your pin as digital output. Okay, so pin 10 configure as output. Okay, pin 10 is configured as output. Now since we configure the pin as digital output, then we have to assign some value, or we have to give some value as for this output pin to make your LED on and off. For that we have to use digital write function. Digital write function is to assign a value for your output pin. So digital write your pin number comma state. In this state you have to give either high for logical high or low for logical low as a output. So example will be digital write pin number 10 comma high. This will make your LED on, since it will provide a logical high or logical 1 as output. So in the program we can type that in the while loop, because that's a value changing function. That means you can change your value anytime in the program. So you are going to use that in the while loop. So this will make your LED on. So now the program is complete for making your LED on. Now you can upload your program and verify your output. So before uploading, as I explained in my previous video, go to tools and check for your board is selected. I am using Arduino Uno here, so the board is selected as Arduino Uno. Next we have to select the port. See, check for port, there are different COM ports here. You have to select the COM port name which is mentioned with Arduino Uno. So I am going to select the COM port 4 here. So now I am selected that. Now I have to upload the program. Before uploading I am going to verify for any corrections. So you have to save it if you need. I'm going to save as experiment 1. So now it's done compiling. Next I'm going to upload the program.
Now the program is uploaded. Now the LED is getting on.
So now the LED is on. To make your LED off, you have to change the digital write to low. As in the same program, digital write 10 comma low, which will make digital pin 10 as logical low. So it will make your LED off. Change this to low. This will make your LED off. And upload your program again. So it's done uploading, and now your LED is off.
Now program for low is uploaded. Your LED is off now.
This is how we can program your LED and we can make your LED external LED on and off. Thank you, and please check for our next video. and please subscribe and share.